Okay, I want to start recording here. I want to go to the first screen on this quick presentation on Amazon. So selling on Amazon. Basically, Amazon is the world's largest marketplace, online marketplace. That figure there, although it looks like a telephone number, it is the total sales on Amazon worldwide last year. 513 billion, billion with a B. And the sales last year, that was an increase of 30% from the year prior. So just to give you an idea, a flavour for Amazon, it is the world's largest marketplace. Amazon reported revenues of 32.9, almost 33 billion in the UK. And it was down to this guy at the bottom here, Jeff Bezos. He's the guy that founded Amazon and, well, is now the world's third wealthiest, with a net worth of 160 billion. The new guy, Andy Jassy, is now worth 400 million. He is the new CEO and president of Amazon. This was Jeff Bezos. This is how he started. You maybe already know some of this, so we'll not thrash this out too long. But he wanted to call it Cadabra at the beginning instead of Abracadabra. This is him at a table. It's actually a fire door with 4 legs stuck to it. There's his first signage up there, and that's Jeff Bezos himself. That's where he started in 1999 in a garage. That was his first website, which was Amazon, but it was only for selling books. You couldn't buy everything that you buy today on it then, and it's a pretty basic looking website. In 2021, that's a couple of years ago now, they sold over 13.5 billion items, and currently they ship out about 66,000 products an hour, so it's about 19 orders a second in all these categories here. You can see there clothes and jewellery would be one of the highest categories currently, or the most popular categories. 149.5 million items. So there's quite a lot of stuff there. That's one of the fulfillment centres. There's a few more than they're shown there now, but that one there is just over 600,000 square feet. Some of them go up to 1 million square feet. They are an absolutely enormous building. They ship out, as I said, 66,000 products per hour. There's a line of conveyor belts. It's just a mishmash of storage shelves, and there's one there. That's the one in Dunfermline in Scotland. That particular one's over 14 football pitches in size. There's over 1,000 staff there. A lot of them are becoming automated now, instead of going up and down these aisles with trolleys and packing. Like the left picture, the right picture is actually robots that go and lift the shelf and bring it to the packer. So they just stand in the one place the whole time, and the robot brings it to them. Amazing setup. That's it at Christmas time. They're all wearing their Christmas hats there. That is the busiest time of the year. We're coming up to Q4 now, which is the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December. That's them packing up your stuff. That's them shooting down the conveyor and landing at your door. Next day delivery, prime delivery. Another amazing system. This is a quick video, just the inside of an Amazon center.
Heinz ketchup, Beats headphones, the Bagel Biter Original Guillotine Bagel Slicer. Every product sold by Amazon starts its journey the same way, in a semi at the loading dock of a massive fulfillment center. Inside, an army of workers unload the boxes and scan each item. And while there's automation everywhere, this is largely a job performed by people, not robots. A team of workers called stowers stash the items, well, anywhere. No rhyme or reason. Products are stowed in the first empty space. It makes for unusual bedfellows. Hello Kitty next to Vans sneakers and Alpine speakers. The location is all tracked by complex software, and as soon as something is sold, another worker, a picker, gets a notification on a wireless device, almost like a GPS. So, the Everything Kids giant books of jokes, riddles, and brain teasers is picked from the shelf and sent packing. Software selects just the right box, even cutting off just enough tape to seal the box. Finished orders are stamped and labeled on a fast-moving conveyor belt, and they zip down a complicated series of slides, routing the box to the right truck, where another set of workers packs the truck in an impossible Tetris-like task, squeezing in as many boxes as possible before the truck heads to its destination. Stow, pick, pack, and ship in an incredible architecture, the likes of which business has never seen before.
Okay, so why is Amazon so good for business? Well, last year it reported an almost 33 billion in sales, UK revenue, just in the UK that is, and almost 90% of the UK shoppers use Amazon. That's with the exception of the 4 or 5 that I talked to last week. They have never bought on Amazon before. my goodness, you need to get an app and move with the times. 75% say it is the first online retailer they go to, and I can vouch for that. That's exactly where I go when I need something fast. Half of the items sold on Amazon are from small and medium businesses. And last year, my slides are going funny here, last year there was over 1 billion products sold during the holiday season just by small and medium businesses. Can't seem to work these slides for some reason. So Amazon FBA versus eBay are compared to eBay. Well, Amazon FBA, you get your stock and you send it to a fulfillment center, and then when it sells, they pack it, they ship it, and they deal with customer service. Whereas eBay, if you have a product, you have to photograph it, you have to create the listing, you have to actually sell it, pack it, ship it, and deal with customer service. This is Helen Rolfe. She sells Kindle covers, as the title says. Simple small business that she started small, and she runs it like she started running it part-time. So I'll let the video do the talking.
We started the business 4 years ago, 2009, looking at cases and covers for technology. And there wasn't much in the market for the females, and certainly myself, there was nothing that inspired me. Having worked in London for 15 years, doing a 7 to 7 job, this was really my chance to be creative as well as fitting it around my work and childcare situation. We started out just selling on our own website, and then we moved on to linking up with Amazon. It created a marketplace for us instantly. You can see what's on Amazon, you can do your research, you can see what your competitors are doing and find ways of just presenting yourself with a unique selling point. When we started out, we were working from home, and we'd have boxes and boxes of products in the lounge and the dining room and the kitchen. And we'd even get my little boy unpacking the cases and collecting the rubbish, so it was a real family affair. Certainly we've used Amazon to build our brand and to test different products. We might put it on Amazon but fulfill it ourselves until we're sure that the quality of the product is what people want. And the warehousing means you don't have to spend too much time keeping control of your stock because it's all listed on the fulfillment software. I'm able to come here 5 days a week with the team. And I also do the school run in the morning, so that's a good thing for a mum. I mean, anybody looking to start out in business, you know, they sometimes need to manage their home affairs as well, and it's great that I can walk my little boy to school and then come straight to the office. The Amazon customers overall have been really fantastic. I'd say the feedback we've got and the reviews that we get have been really inspiring, and it keeps us going.
Okay, there are a few different methods of sourcing products, 3 of them which we'll cover here now. The first one is retail arbitrage, or it's commonly known as RA, and that's sourcing products from retail stores. That's retail arbitrage. Really, arbitrage actually is the buying and selling of currency or commodities or even products in different markets in order to take advantage of the different prices. So basically what we're doing is we're buying product from one market, so it'll be the retail store, and selling on Amazon on a different market. So that's what retail arbitrage is. Online arbitrage, as the name would suggest, is online, purchasing the product online. Much the same as retail arbitrage, but you don't have to get in the car and go to the shops, pick up the product. That's me putting product into the back of the car on one of my first shopping trips too. That was Smith's Toys, I think that one was. Online, it's more convenient. You order the product on any online store, get it brought to your house or your store or even your prep centre to box up. Wholesale is more for bulk. You can't just go on and order maybe one of this, one of that, one of the other thing. You'd be ordering per case, so you'd be ordering 12, 24, 48 in the case, and some cases indeed pallets. So there's RA, there's OA, and then there's wholesale. And the RA and OA, you can do these by walking into the stores. There's Curry's, PC World, Toys R Us. Well, they're no longer over here, although there's talk of them coming back. Argos, Smith's Toys, even just model shops, toy shops, high street shops that aren't necessarily big brand names. They will have products in there that you can buy at a decent price and resell. B&Q is a good one. That's whenever I started. They were closing down here in Northern Ireland. A lot of them, not all of them. And I went around maybe 5 or 6 different stores and filled the van and the car with product. That's just a sourcing trip that basically I took the van and a couple of different cars, and we just filled the cars with stuff and brought it home. This is what the office looked like. Whenever we got home, it was just packed high with stuff. We had to go in, put all our own logo or all labels onto these here and get them out the door and shipped onto Amazon. That's what it was looking like at the end of it, or part of the shipment. I think there's like 20 different boxes there somewhere. And we used boxes that we could get the hold of, even from local stores. There's cheese and onion crisp box, different kinds of boxes. Anywhere we get the boxes for free, we used them to send the product into Amazon. I'm going to show you another wee quick video of a husband and wife team, and of all obscure things to sell, they sell coat hangers. So I'll let you see their quick video here. It only lasts a minute or two.
Both my co-director husband and myself, we had different careers before, and one of the things I did was run an ironing service. Found there was a demand for good quality coat hangers to hang clothes properly. We started Hangar World in 2008. We had no idea what would happen, but it worked, and people wanted what we could supply across the world. My name is Jackie Green. I am co-director of Hangar World Limited. We sell coat hangers, garment covers and clothes care products across the UK, Europe and also the US. Selling globally on Amazon has helped our business in numerous ways, not least the fact that we can have our brand out in Europe and the US. Without Amazon global selling, there is no way we could have achieved the sales growth that we have across Europe. Just the pure advertising alone, getting your product seen, getting your brand out there. People can search specifically for the kind of things that we can supply, and then they find us on the global network. We can't ever imagine getting the same exposure that Amazon network will provide. After the first year of fulfilling by Amazon, we doubled our turnover. Now in year 6, our turnover is 10 times what it was in year 2. We do wake up every morning and be glad to go to work and what's the next challenge, and using our Amazon global selling, it is exciting to think of the possibilities.
So whenever you sign up for an Amazon seller account, you will get access to an app. It's a free app and you can download it from Google Store or for whatever you use for an iPhone. I have no idea what an iPhone uses. But you download it, but anyway, it's a free app. You log in with your details that you got for your logging into your main Amazon seller account, and you can use your phone as a scanner. So when you download the app and you go into any shop, you could pick up any item in the shop and scan it, and it will give you information on the product. So I did one on Smith's Toys a while back. I scanned it. It was a dinosaur toy. It will give you the price of the item, the sales rank, which is quite important as well. You'll know from further training of what the sales rank is, and the description. And when you go into the next button here, it gives you a lot more information on the product itself. It will tell you what Amazon's selling it for, it will tell you the Amazon fees, and it'll tell you what the gross proceeds are. So if you can buy that product for less than £30.17, you're on a winner. So in this case here, you can see exactly what the Amazon sale price was, £38.33, less the fees of £8.16, and the Amazon payment that they give you for that product is £30.17. Your purchase price, or my purchase price on that one, was £11.99, so I had spent 12 quid on that product, so I profited £18.18 on that product. Let's take a look at another one. Amazon sale price £24.99, £5.52 for the fees. Amazon will pay you £19.47 if you sell that product on their website, and my cost on that was £6.50. I think from memory I got about 24 of those from Smith's Toys. It was a walk-in and I got a deal from that, so it was £12.97 profit on that one. There's another one. Seemed to be popular with Smiths, but whenever you start to find deals like that there, it is very, very popular. A very popular store as far as I'm concerned, because they're always doing clearance and reduced prices and whatnot. So it's a good store to go into to get your first 20 products. That one there, £17.99 cost, £4.42 fees. Fees seem a wee bit light in that. Amazon payment £13.57, and my cost was £7.50. So it leaves you a net profit of £6.07. So that's retail arbitrage. That's going into stores with your phone in your hand and scanning the product, and it will give you all the relevant prices. Sourcing online is a lot more convenient. If you want to just sit in your computer at home and buy online, great, that's another way to do it. One of my preferred ways is sourcing online. So there's an example there. There's the Ideal World. It's like a part of the shopping channel. They were doing this Beldray cordless vacuum window cleaner for £15 plus a fiver postage. But I think you get free postage if you bought more than one or two of them. So what I did was I went to Amazon and found out what they were selling for. $32.90 for the exact same thing. You just need to make sure that the code is exactly the same. You're selling like for like. So that's the BEL 0467V2. BEL 0467V2. It's the same product. Buying at 15, selling it at 32. Another product, let's go to Argos this time. Pack of 2 C2 alkaline batteries, $4.99. And we just want to check the price on Amazon. There is $19.03. So that's just a set of 2 batteries. It shows you just there are profits there. It's just looking for them. There's Argos again. That's a messenger bag for Nintendo Switch. $14.99. Go to Amazon, $36.99. Exact same bag, exact same code, everything. It's the exact same product. You do need to ensure that you send in like for like. You can't send a product in that's a different color or a different handle on it. It has to be like for like. Okay, wholesale would be my preferred method of sourcing products. In fact, that's what 90% of our business would be. It would be sourcing through wholesale. With wholesale, you can't just, like you can retail and online, buy 4 and 5 of an item. You have to buy it with a case load, so it could be 12, 24, 48, so on, or up to a pallet load. So you do need to be buying in bulk. Now, there are some wholesalers that will sell you without a minimum order value. Some wholesalers would be a minimum order of 300 quid or 700 quid, or indeed £1,000 for minimum order. But there are a lot of wholesalers there. Sometimes will split cases for you. It's great if you're trying to test a product. You can buy maybe half a dozen of each product or 10 of each product and test it. One of the examples that I gave in one of the Instagram videos earlier was an example of a product that I found as a retail product, and we went into Poundland. We found this product here. It was a green fly killer, and I give a video, an example of this on the Instagram, that we scanned the product, and obviously it was a pound in Poundland. I checked the price on Amazon. It was selling at $8.99. And to cut a long story short, we took that many of them from Poundlands. In fact, all the Poundlands that I could get round in the van and the car, I was taking dozens of cartons of these things off the shelves. They wouldn't sell to me after a while. They said, sorry, you're a reseller, we can't sell to you. So I found the manufacturer, and they were able to supply it to me at 64 pence. So needless to say, we bought that. That was 2 or 3 years ago in the summer, and they were flying off the shelves. So then we decided what we'll do is we'll create a 2-pack. So we put 2 together, put it in a bag, sent it to Amazon, and they sold equally as well. So our cost was £1.28, and we were selling at $13.99. So the gross profit was the $12.73, but now there's a few pound of Amazon fees in that. This is just a gross profit figure. We changed it slightly, and we put another product with it, a complementary product with it, and that's what we call bundling. Basically, we bundle these together. These here, yes, it's a bundle, but it's a multi-pack. It's a multi of the same item. This one here is 2 different items, but they are complementary. You would use them not together, but you would use them one with the other at the same time of the year. Again, our cost was $1.28, and our gross profit in this turned out to be $12.73. That's bundling, and that's putting complementary products together. We did it in the DIY as well. That's an example there, and that came from actually from one particular wholesaler. We don't sell this now, but with the rollers, with the 2 trays, the brushes, the tape, everything you would need as a bundle. It's a convenient bundle for the buyer, and our profit on that one there with the fees and all off, it was £9.63. We did really well with that throughout that summer as well. We no longer sell that product. That is just a quick view on Seller Central. That's an old snapshot of Seller Central, and that's basically what it looks like when you open your Amazon seller account. You will be able to go into a place called your Manage Inventory, and depending on how many products that you have there, that's a brave old screenshot now. There's 3,000 inactive on that one. But on this here, it will show you an image of the product, the description, what you have available in stock. You can see those are all out of stock because we don't do them anymore. what's available, what's reserved, and the price and what have you, and the Amazon fees. And that's what Seller Central is, among other things. That's where you control all your products. So if you were having a lot of products gathered up and you wanted to send a shipment, you would go in here to send a shipment, and then Amazon would prompt you to print labels. These labels are called FNSKU, Fulfillment Network Stock Keeping Unit labels, and you apply these labels over the top of the manufacturer's barcode that was already there on the product. When you get those all boxed up and ready to go, you have to put your shipping labels on it, and there's two labels that go on the box once you have all your products packed into the box. There's one for UPS to scan, and there's one for Amazon FBA to scan. And once you have the box and all made up, sizes of the boxes all weighed, you contact UPS. UPS will come to your house, your store, your garage, wherever, and pick it up. I have a friend that does his collections and uses I have a client that uses his friend's Spar Shop for collection by UPS, because they're generally there anyway. It's near a post office, and he just uses the width of a pallet space in the back of a Spar Shop, and UPS come and pick up his products from there. They scan them on, then take them to Amazon, and then as Amazon receives your shipment in, it scans the products out of the box one by one, and that's what they call inbound, receiving your products. Your products are inbound, and then they receive your inventory to Amazon. Okay, just a wee point to clarify there on the Amazon FBA, which is Fulfillment by Amazon. Your job is to basically source product, no matter where that is, whether it's in a retail store, whether it's online, whether it's at a wholesaler, or whether you make the product yourself, or whether you bring it in to sell it yourself. You have your product of one way or the other. Those products have to be boxed up and sent into Amazon. And for those to be boxed up to sent to Amazon, they have to be all identified. And they do that with a thing called an FNSKU label. You've seen that in a slide already. And literally an FNSKU label is, we use just a sheet of labels, 44 labels on a sheet, small label, and what happens is it's stuck on a product, any product, just a bag of sweets, and you can see there it's stuck on over the existing barcode on the product. That means when that product or that carton of products gets to Amazon, they will scan that in, and that information on that barcode tells Amazon, number one, where it came from, the price, if there's any hazardous issues with the product, etc. There's a whole pile of information in that barcode that Amazon gives you to print onto that label. So if you're sending in 100 of these, you'll have 100 labels to stick on the products. If you have 100 of 6 rolls of tape, exactly the same. You'll have labels to stick on there over the existing manufacturer barcode. And all that does is identify that product in Amazon's fulfillment center and traces it back to you. It's all about traceability. So it's very important that those FNSKUs are applied to each of the product before you box them all up to send them into Amazon. And that is the process, whether you want to sell 10, 15 products a month, or you want to sell 1,500 products a month. The process is exactly the same. So you find your product, you source your product, you bring it back to your house, your home, your store, or send it to your prep center, bag it up, label it up, box it up, and then send it in. So it's source it, pack it, and send it. And that's really the process and the 3 steps that are involved to get your Amazon FBA business up and running. There's other ways to sell products as well. We don't cover that so much in any of the training at this point, especially for beginners, as private label. They're actually a product that are maybe made by someone else, but you're putting your own brand name on them. So for example, Tesco, they sell ordinary branded items such as Heinz baked beans, but they also sell Tesco value baked beans. Chances are they could be well made in the same factory, but the label is different. Another example of a private label product is this kind of a thing. It's like a phone holder. You'll have seen them for sticking in the vents in the cars. There are millions of different private label products. A risky way to get started, because a minimum order for something like that in China would be maybe 1,000 units, 2,000 units. Then by the time you get them boxed and sent, you have to bring them over by container or by pallet in a container. That's costly on its own. Then you have to bring it here to Amazon. Then you have to get it onto Amazon and get visible above all the other listings that are selling like this, and you have to pay advertising to get that listing up there. Great if you know what you're doing. It's horrendous if you don't know what you're doing. I have a client that came to me a couple of months ago. He bought similar type products to these, black ones and white ones, cannot shift them, and now we're doing the wholesale model, and we're doing sort of a unique bundling with them, and it's a complete change around for him, and he can't get shot of these things. He's just trying to get rid of them. I did mention a prep center earlier. A prep center is hands down the best way to run this Amazon FBA business once you know the workings and get to know how to list the product, how to ship the product. So a prep centre will actually receive your shipment. So whenever you're getting your products bought from a wholesaler or online, you send them to your prep centre instead of to your own home address. And what they do is unpack the products, giving them a check over that they're not damaged, check the products themselves are the right products. Then once they're happy with that, they will apply the label, that FN SKU label I showed you. You email that to them, they apply the code, and they check everything's all right on the Amazon website to make sure the code lines up with the product on the Amazon site, and they then box it up and send it out by UPS to Amazon on your behalf. Okay, this is just a quick video on, it's actually a plumbers merchant. It's a guy that owns a plumbers merchant, and he has already a range of products of his own. So he is a small business, and he started selling on Amazon, and well, I'll let you tell it in his own words how he was able to get the products on there and the sales that he got and the exposure that he got on Amazon that he wouldn't have had ordinarily. So I just need to mute my mic.
Well, I'm Billy, I'm from the Plumbers Merchant. That's our internet name. We're trading as a name called C&M Plumbing. That's our trade counter in East London. I come straight from school, straight into the trade. It was probably in my blood really. My dad started the business and then sort of my brother followed suit really. He's come along, got my uncle that works here for us now. My mum had to get involved really with the packing. We see other sellers online and we said, well, we can do that as well. So why not? Let's go for it. So we went for it, done really well with it. And those sellers that we saw online, we were maybe doing better than them now. I bought a few things from Amazon before, so I knew what to expect, but they were books, not sort of plumbing and heating equipment. The sales that it generates, the products that turn over in our shop, it's unbelievable. With FBA, they keep all the products in stock for us, tell us exactly how many they've got on the shelf. They'll send them out for us, pack them, deal with all of the after sale side of everything. I think a lot of customers trust Amazon because you've got sort of Amazon Prime and things like that, always being able to get from Amazon next day. That's where it works with us. I mean, our site's been here 23 years and we've outgrown it in 2 years. We've actually got a new site opening up the road maybe 200 yards away, literally. It's just something that we needed to do just to cope with the demand of selling products online and fulfilling FBA orders.
Another way of sourcing products that we haven't really touched on as yet was using virtual assistants. Now, virtual assistants are people that are remote. I have 4 virtual assistants. I have 2 girls in the Philippines, I have 1 in Pakistan and another fella in the US, and they work at all different time zones, but one of the girls in the Philippines creates all my graphics for my image. So the images that people see on Amazon to buy products, they're images that this girl creates for me. So she'll create me 6 or 7 different images. The guy in the US, he will actually create me text, descriptions, bullet points. He's called a copywriter, and they will create different parts of my Amazon listing for me, so I don't have to spend the time doing that. But another virtual assistant, the other girl in the Philippines, will actually source products for me, both in the US and in the UK. So it takes the laborious bit of searching and scanning through websites and finding products and profitability. She will do that. How she does it, I'm not sure. She maybe has software or something, and that's fine. But they will go out, they will look for the products, look through different websites, and when I get up in the morning, I'll have an email, something similar to that there, products that they've sourced. This is a UK one. And I will go through all these products, so she will give you the product name, the cost of the product, and the selling price. And she'll also give you the link, the product link. In this case, it's Argos, where it's been sold out there. And further on the other side of the screen that you can't see there, it will give you the link to Amazon, so you can actually see the product, what it's selling for. This link will take you to the source of the product where you're buying it from. And she works this all out. Again, there's different things in here, sales rank and high and low sales rank. We'll get into that in the training and what it all means. But the important one is the profit and the ROI. The profit one there was basically worked out with all your fees and all taken off. This is net profit. But the point of this, again, is time saving. It's outsourcing. It's like the prep centre. To save you packing up boxes and shipping and getting on yourself, You use a prep centre and they will do it all for you. Same for the sourcing. This girl will source for me, find me products, so while I'm sleeping, she will be up working and doing it in her time zone in the Philippines and send me these products. And these people are excellent, have excellent English, great work ethic, can't do enough for you. And I'm paying this girl $4.40 an hour. Now that seems almost criminal, but in the Philippines that is a good wage. The normal wage in the Philippines, a good wage, is only a couple of dollars. So it's a great way to scale your business that way. She can be looking for products for me constantly. I just give her a category and say, look for me for products in that category, or this week have a look in the US for products, and then we will ship our products out through the US fulfillment houses instead of the UK ones. So it's just a different way of being more hands-off and scaling your business. I'm going to leave you just with one final video. Again, it's only a minute or two long, and it's maybe an overview of 3 or 4 sellers that have started really small and scaled it to a multinational business. Again, as I say, you can start as small as you like and scale to as big as you like. The choice is completely yours. But take a wee look at this final video just to get a flavour for the 3 different kinds of business and what they've been able to do with it.
We started from a small shop in Caledonian Road in King's Cross, and now we're a multi-country, multinational company that's selling all over the world, which is absolutely amazing.
They're as focused on quality of fulfillment as we are on quality of product. So I can grow the business based on the quality of the product, knowing that FBA is available to grow with me. And it's having that confidence that makes the difference.
We know if we're sending items into Amazon, we estimate a 20% kick in terms of sales on a product, just simply by moving it into Amazon FBA.
Selling on Amazon has really impacted on our lives, so much so that we can now afford to give something back. So we sponsor Bliss, which is a UK premature baby charity.
At the moment we're using the European Fulfilment Network, EFN. The .fr, .de, .it and .es locales are growing at 50% per quarter.
I built a relationship with my suppliers. They are my family. I'm growing because they are helping me grow. If I was selling 10 units of a product in a month, with the help of FBA, I was selling 100 units of the same product. And obviously the effect is also to the supplier. They could pass more discounts to us because we were bulk buying.
The Amazon platform's given us more than just sales on Amazon, it's also given our brand credibility.
I remember the first time that I hit a Black Friday, it was absolutely unbelievable. I woke up and we turned over like £30,000 in our sleep.
I was working pretty much every night, late nights, weekends, just trying to catch up with all the customer emails. As soon as FBA came along, I felt like a whole weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I ended up getting my weekends back and my evenings back so I could spend a bit more time with my kids.
FBA came to my rescue. It gave my life back to me.
So that's basically it in a nutshell, the Amazon FBA process and what the whole thing involves. The beauty about the Amazon FBA business is you can run it from absolutely anywhere in the world. Some of the videos you'll see back there a week or two ago, I was in Portugal and I ran it from Portugal and I ordered product and I ordered different bits and pieces with the wholesalers. But while I was away, the point is the products were still selling. I didn't need to be at home or at my office to sell the products. They will sell no matter what. Amazon will keep selling them and sending them out. You just need to make sure that you have a stock of product in. Okay, that's the end of that wee presentation. It maybe took a wee bit longer than I had intended, but we needed to get that information across to you so that you know exactly what the FBA process is and how it works and how we work it. So if it's something you want to consider and take further, whether you're starting from scratch, whether you have your own business, your own product, it doesn't matter, get in touch. You can see my details there. You can get me on Instagram, send me a direct message, or just go to the website and send me an email. So please get a call booked. Let's have a chat and see if there's anything we can do to help you to get started.